Hello everybody, I'm Ian.
I'm Hazel.
And I'm Gretchen.
And today, me, Hazel, and Gretchen are going to be doing a review. But what show are we going to be reviewing from? Well, let's see which one we'll do. Already did a review from that 2 years ago. Definitely not. That'll work. VeggieTales. One of my childhood favorites, from the stories to the songs to the characters. They've been going at it for years, ever since they debuted back in 1993, or if we're going by the Nerf Ball Guy animation test, 1990. Now, I of course remember being a fan of the series during the time of the new millennium, and went as far as collecting merchandise of the show like books and toys. But that's another story.
And for this video, Ian, Gretchen, and I will be reviewing an episode.
Which VeggieTales episode will we review, you may ask? Well, the episode we've picked to review is their very first sing-along video, a very silly sing-along, or very silly songs, as it was called in future releases. But first, a little history lesson. Following the release of Rack, Shack, and Benny, Big Idea put out an album that featured songs from the first 3 videos released at the time, simply called VeggieTunes.
And after the album sold like hotcakes, Big Idea thought, hey, our fans love the songs from our videos, why don't we do a sing-along compilation? And thus, Very Silly Songs was created, taking the songs from the first 5 videos, and also making an all-new silly song, and some interstitials in between songs.
And our goal here is to review all of what this video has to offer. So, without further ado, let's begin.
What we'll do is talk about the interstitials first, then talk about the songs.
So for the interstitials, they act as the episode's countertop segments where, instead of talking about the moral of the episode, like they usually would do, the veggies would do what they do best: be funny.
And Larry does a number of ideas here in these segments, like a workout video at the beginning, a home improvement video in the middle, and a success video near the end. All of which are great to look at, and with some hilarious results too.
And there'll be some jokes that'll fly over kids' heads. Come to think of it, I never even understood what the term "no money down" meant.
But these segments aren't the real meat and potatoes of the episode. This is a sing-along compilation, and it wouldn't be a sing-along compilation without the songs. So, there's about 11 songs to go through, 12 if you count the theme song. So, me, Hazel, and Gretchen will each take turns and review a song on this compilation. Now, with that being said, let's get to it. The VeggieTales theme song is, well, the VeggieTales theme song. What else were you expecting? Anyways, the theme song is the most iconic of the show, and it perfectly describes what the show is all about. It's got a nice polka feel to listen to, and it has a nice addition of Larry belting it out on the sousaphone. And in my opinion, one of the best songs ever made for this show.
I Can Be Your Friend is one of the most memorable songs from Are You My Neighbor, the 3rd video in the series. While not silly, it does teach a good moral about how we can be friends even if we're different. The instrumentation of this song really is catchy and has been used in VeggieTales promo from 1999. It goes to show that a song like this is very memorable.
Dance with the Cucumber is the first silly song to be shown on this compilation, and its origin story is quite interesting. You see, Mike Naraki wrote this song when he and his wife were driving in the car and listening to a song called Los Americanos. And as an American, he found this song to be very funny on how the song was basically taking jabs at the lives of Americans. And his wife translated the song to him and felt like, in a way, she was insulting him. So, Mike decided to try a similar concept, but with Bob and Larry. And he certainly succeeded because this song is really funny. With the concept of Larry singing in Spanish and Bob translating it, and him finding out that Larry's just making fun of him is just pure comedic gold. Not to mention the Argentine instrumentation really fits the tone of the song, and in my humble opinion, makes it one of the best.
The Lagoon Song, or the Forgiveness Song as it's originally called, is the only song to come from the second video, God Wants Me to Forgive Them, and has a singing palm tree with coconuts singing backup with vocals done by Lisa Vischer, who wrote the song, believe it or not. Anyways, this song may not be silly, but it does convey a good moral of forgiving with a tropical tune to go with it. And also, the laugh that Palmy makes at the end of the song was inspired by a 7-Up commercial that was big back then. If you don't know what I'm talking about, well, you're just gonna have to look it up. Overall, this song is another catchy one for the series.
The Water Buffalo Song.
The Water Buffalo song was the first ever silly song written for the show, and the only one Phil Vischer, the creator of the show, ever wrote. According to the behind the scenes of the song, Phil came up with the song while walking into with a handful of tax firms. And suddenly, this song jumps and he just sung it randomly and then thought it could work as a segment for the episode it was from. As for the song itself, it's very funny seeing Archie going berserk on Larry while singing about how everyone has a water buffalo, and the music has a nice country feel to it. Another great silly song for this compilation.
Also from the very first episode is God is Bigger, a catchy song that shows that God is bigger than anything we fear and that He'll always be looking out for us. And it was even written before the theme song. Fun fact, when Phil wrote this song, he played it on his guitar to his wife, and his wife thought it sounded too simple. But Phil tried to make his little song sound like a big song, and he certainly succeeded. It's one of the best songs that every VeggieTales fan knows and loves. And it just goes to show that God will always be
Watching.
Love My Lips is the only song from the 5th video to be featured on this compilation, and another silly song on it too. This silly song has Larry talking to Archie about his lips. The origin of the song was inspired by Mike Naraki when he was on jury duty, and the song was originally going to be called I Love My Tongue, and Larry was originally going to yodel, but the concept seemed a little too weird. So after some changing around, they changed tongue to lips and had Larry scat instead of yodel. However, the yodeling concept didn't go to waste as it would appear on a later video. As for the song itself, it's pretty good, especially that one part with the Rorschach tests, which has changed over the years.
Oh no, what we gonna do is another song from the first video, and it's another catchy song too. For this one, Phil Vischer and Mike Narkowski co-wrote it and came up with some clever rhymes throughout the song, especially this one.
You could use them as a footstool or a table to play Scrabble on, then tie them up and beat them up and throw them out of Babylon.
Now that is a very clever rhyme for a song like that. Very genius. As for the song, it's unique in a special way, as it does have catchy rhymes and clever lyrics about a song about 3 wise men wanting to get even with Daniel. The music certainly gives it sort of a jazzy tune to it, and in my opinion, it's another great song that the series has to offer.
Stand Up serves as the grand finale for Rack, Shack, and Benny. It's nowhere silly, but it does have a good moral about standing up for what you believe in. It's got a catchy tune to go with it, and some very nice vocals to balance it. I sometimes even sing along with the background singers at some points. In my humble opinion, this song is another catchy one, and it will certainly end up stuck in your head for weeks on end. And don't I know it?
Ah yes, the one silly song that became popular, the one silly song everyone knows and loves. The hairbrush song is that very one. The origin of this silly song is a whole topic in itself. Basically, one day while Mike Naraki noticed the razor he usually uses wasn't there, and started singing a song about looking for his razor, and thought it could work as a song. But after knowing that kids might go look for their razors around their house, Mike Naraki changed it to a hairbrush instead. As for the song itself, you can see why it's one of the best. It's got great lyrics, and a piano track that has this kind of Lady on the Railroad kind of tune. This one's definitely a good one.
Now, kids, we're gonna sing along with one of my favorite songs, the Bunny Song.
Monsieur Bob, we're not supposed to sing the bunny song.
Oh, thank you for pointing that out, Jean-Claude. But this is the new and improved Bunny Song. This is the one we're supposed to sing.
I see.
The Bunny Song is one song that had gone through many changes over the years. While it was originally on Rock, Shock, and Benny, it has the words, I don't love my mom or my dad, and I won't go to church and I won't go to school. And concerned parents wrote letters to Big Idea about the song. So when it came to making this video, Phil wrote a new and improved version of the song that was okay for kids to sing, but that still got letters after that. So for future releases of Rack, Shack, and Benny, they wrote a less bad version of the song. As for the song itself, it's very catchy with a nice melody to go with it. Another great song for this compilation, and one that teaches us that worshiping the bunny is bad.
Well, there's only one more silly song to go, and I think it's fitting if me, Hazel, and Gretchen reviewed it together.
And our last song in...
The Pirates Who Don't Do Anything was a real key player for the show. It was the first silly song to be made for this video, and the pirates themselves would later get their own movie 11 years later.
Mike Naraki has written the song way before VeggieTales began, before he was touring with a band called the Continental Singers. And they toured around the world, and they were going to arrive in Boston in the fall. So Mike came up with a concept for a song about never doing this, and never doing that, and never being to Boston in the fall. The song was in his brain for years until it was finally written for this video.
And the rest was history. As for the song itself, it's a very catchy one, and the music gives a real sea shanty feel to it. Plus, the lyrics make it very funny too, especially Larry's.
And a great song to end off the compilation.
Now it's time for our final thoughts.
So what do you think of the various silly songs? It's a great compilation with some catchy songs and funny moments too. It's like a perfect balance of catchy and silly, and one we highly recommend checking out if you're interested in getting into VeggieTales.
We give it a solid 5 out of 5. Well, that about does it for this review.
Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell.
And stay tuned for more videos coming soon in the future.
You